All right. So I guess you know what time it is. It's singles time. And yeah, it really is, it's very interesting. Richard Wilson would talk about lateral transference from one hand to the other. And he said it doesn't always work, you know. One hand will be able to do something, and the other hand in the same grip won't. And you've noticed, sometimes you've got a left hand thing. So, and it's like, you used to play traditional. It's like, this is easier, right? Fascinating. However, and I have to transfer from my right to a matched right if I'm not playing traditional, and so I have a bit of a feel for it, because now a certain part of your mind has to be doing something, because it's not so much on automatic pilot, right? But in reality, if it really is, pardon me, no matter what technique you're using, if it's all truly a lever system, worse to resistance, which is a lever arm over a fulcrum, then the truth should be evident from one side to the other eventually, if you really begin to understand what is going on, right? Because it's possible, I believe, to really, you can feel this stuff and not really know what you're doing. And maybe that's enough. Maybe you don't need to know what you're doing. I don't know. Maybe if you want to be a teacher, it's important that you know what you're doing. But we don't know if Buddy Rich knew what he was doing. He wasn't a teacher. He wasn't known for that I know of. So anyway, so we're working on the Murray Spivack. He calls them single strokes, not to be confused with the single stroke. Not what he calls it. Single strokes. Why don't you pull that out? Let's get warmed up with some singles.
Good. To be fair, like, I am noticing some in fairness.
A little windy in here, isn't it?
Can you show me the page, Kevin, please?
Well, it's the last page. It's page 25. As I have marked. You remember this?
This one, right?
No, that's roll strokes.
That's strokes.
Single strokes. Murray Spivack Percussion Studio.
Okay. Yes. Oh, this. It's been a while, man.
Yeah. Well,
It's been a while.
you've been trying to figure out this left hand, and I know you may have a medical situation going on with the pinky in your left hand.
Yeah.
So that adds another layer of complexity.
It's all good. We'll press on.
Right? Okay, so metronome on at 40.
Metronome at 40, yes.
Remember how to count this?
Yep.
Go for it. Number 5.
One,
Chant.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Ah, happy days. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
Hold on.
3,
1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and. You remember how it goes. Okay. So you were way too fast. It's 1 and 2 and 3. Click. 1 and 2 and 3.
Why is
2 and 3.
it's 5 notes on each, right?
You know, one hand is playing 3 notes, right? 1.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
No. Cool. I'll refresh you. I just showed you. It's if this is a click.
Yeah.
1 and 2 and 3. You know, count them. So count them as 8 notes, even though there is been 16s. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Then the other hand. 1 starts. 3 and finishes. 1 and 2 and 3. Just do that. Count out loud.
1 and 2 and 3.
Too fast.
1 and 2 and 3.
Rushing. You've got to get the evenness of the notes to line up with the metronome.
2 and 3.
Rushed.
2 and 3.
You're rushed. See how good this is for your time?
I just really understand. It's 5 notes on a beat.
It's what I just saying to you. You can conceptualize it in different ways. First of the 5 notes is going to land on the metronome, and the last of those 5 notes will land with the metronome. That's it. You're fitting in 5 notes, right? Normally we might fit in just 4 notes. Maybe this is in a sense could be considered a modulation, metric modulation.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go there. Go that you can do that. But we're playing this exercise is written, so you have to stop and get a bit of click. 1, 2, click. Oh, it doesn't get click, but then it goes 1, 2, click.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
Okay, that's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I suggest you count 1 and 2 and 3.
1, 2, 3.
No.
1 and 2 and
2 and 3. Slower than you think.
2 and 3.
You rushed a little slower.
And 3.
You rushed a little bit.
And 3.
You rushed. Slow it back. Play by feel. Slow your counting down just a little.
1 and 2 and 3.
Oh, almost.
And 3. 1 and 2 and 3.
Little fast. Back it off. Relax.
1 and 2 and 3.
Rushed.
2 and 3.
A little slower than that, Raph. Tiny, we're talking about fragments. Now, look. See, remember, Dick Wilson would write something, and the metronome would be maybe a quarter note tied to a 16th note. Metronome would be there, you'd be playing something in 13/8. And you just have to get to that first click. And it would take me a few passes, just like you're doing. I figure out the timing so I get there, and then I can keep that timing. For that kind of exercise, very modern. So this is teaching you how to feel space.
1 and 2 and 3.
A little fast.
And 3. 1 and 2 and 3.
Ah, a little slower than that. You got it. Just be a little behind the beat. LA time. Right? Wasn't that the thing? New York drummers played on top of the beat. I want LA time.
1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3.
No, don't do it that way. Don't. I want you to. It's just 1 and 2 and click. You can land behind the beat. You know the drummers that are talk about that. I don't fully understand. I find it hard enough just to play right on the beat. But You can control it. A little fast.
2 and 3.
Okay, stop. Stop. Now we're just going to count. You got this. It's nothing. But you see that it's not just technique, it's also conception. Your ability to feel. This has really has a lot to do with feeling, I think. One, so it's 1 and 2 and 3. Just count. See if you get the 3 to land with the click. The 1 with the click and the 3 has to land. Count in time. Feel the time.
Ah, now I understand. So you, okay, because you want, okay, so, okay, okay, now I get what you want.
Good. Go ahead and count out loud. Now do it by counting.
1 and 2 and 3. 1
Oh,
and 3.
a little fast. Slow it down just a tiny bit. See if you can land.
The bit that I don't get is if I look at it, it feels like what would land on the metronome would be the left, not the right.
No, that's not how this is. It's not how it's really written. It's not. There's not a lot of notation with regards to instruction. So this is how this is played. Right. The first note and the last note are going to be with the metronome. That's it.
Okay.
Look, what's going to happen? Look down at number 14. Look down at 14. The first note is a right. There are 7 notes. The last note, no matter whatever you want to say or think about it, is going to land with the left. The 7 notes is uneven. Probably going to land on an and. That's why it's good to set up counting the and. That's how it's. So everything gets faster and faster. The first and last note always land with the metronome. That's it. So you have to feel the space. It's pretty modern actually. It's cool. Murray Spivack.
Not reading it like I was literally reading it 5 notes on 1 beat, but that's not what you want.
Right. Get rid of all that thinking. Just follow the instructions, and you'll be. But I want you to count it out loud.
1 and 2 and 3.
No, nice and smooth. Not
2 and 3.
musically.
1 and 2 and 3.
I see you singing with the band.
2 and 3. 1 and 2
and 3. I'm kidding. You know what I mean?
1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3.
There you go.
2 and 3.
Now go ahead and play that.
1 and 2 and 3.
Don't rush.
2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3.
All right, so the right lands with the metronome and starts with the metronome, ends with the metronome. Then the left starts with the metronome and lands with the metronome. Changes hands, right?
2
right. Now go left.
and 2 and 3.
Read it. So now it's going to go left.
1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3.
Okay, move on to the next one.
2 and 3.
It's going to be a little faster because there's going to be, now the last note is going to be on the left and it's going to be an and.
1 and 2 and 3.
Ah, say and.
And 3.
Now it starts. You got it.
2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3.
Okay, move on to 4.
2 and 3. So it's 7, is that it?
Yeah. Then you'll notice Murray's notated that. You're going to count
And 3.
3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Okay.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Now going to 8, which is another 4, but it's going to include the and.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
You know?
1 and 2
and 3 and 4 and.
1 and 2 and 3. Say
No,
again?
no. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You're going to fit more notes in.
1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2 and the 1.
2 and 3 and 4 and.
1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and the 1.
Go faster. Cool, you're counting it out loud. That's it to get it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
1 and the 2 and the 3 and 4.
No, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
1 and 2 and 3 and the 4. Huh?
No, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and go on forever. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just you're thinking eighth notes. Because the last note is an eighth note.
1 and the.
No, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and the 3 and 4.
No, 1 and 2. You have to count it properly.
I struggle with the 2 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Too slow. End it on the 4. You have to speed up your counting.
Yeah, but it's hard to count like that, and it's too fast.
You're right, Raph. At a certain point, I changed my counting. Too many notes for my mouth to keep up with. At a certain point, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and I would just maybe count 1, 2, 3, 4, and.
Okay.
Getting fast enough. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and still countable, so that's why I let you do it.
1, 2, 3, 4 and.
There you go.
3, 4 and. Too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4 and.
Now start left.
3, 4 and.
Okay, move on to the next one.
3. Okay, 9.
Who cares if it's 9? I just think of counting 5. I don't know how many notes it is.
5.
There you go. See?
3, 4, 5.
I guess that's 9. I mean, we want to know what we're doing. It's true.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't count to 5. Dickwood said.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go. Now you're going to count 5 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and. A little faster.
4, 5 and.
There you go.
3, 4, 5 and.
Oh, come on.
3, 4, 5 and.
You got it. Other way.
4, 5 and. No.
You got it.
4, 5 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and.
It's
4, 5 and.
There's an and. It's going to end on the other hand. The opposite hand from the hand that started. And then if it's a non-and count, it'll end with the same hand. And that's it.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on to number. Were you just playing 5 and there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're on to 6 in each hand.
So that's 11. Yeah.
11. 6. Go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You have to count it first before you play it. That's okay too. It's not okay.
4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not very fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, 1. There's a note in between. The 6 is all on the one hand, either the right or the left. Just do this, Raph. Just do this. Raph. Here's another way to consider it. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just one hand. That's all it is.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, exactly.
That's what that is. Now the other hand in between.
6.
There. Now do it the other way, starting left. All it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's really not that fast, is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Next one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and. 3, 4,
Not
5.
much faster.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2,
4, 5, 6 hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
4, 5, 6 hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Hand.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4, 5, 6 hand.
1, 2, 3,
3, 4, 5, 6 hand.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7
On even notes.
5, 6 7 Huh?
Keep the notes even. The gig is we want even notes to start and land in their proper place.
7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7
Okay, move on to the next one. It's going to be an and. The hand to the other hand. One hand and a hand.
4, 5, 6 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 7 Ah,
Look what's happening in your left. This is where we're going to learn about what's happening. You were pretty cool up until now. Now it's gone into some half-turned over thing. That's not what we want. We know we're going to play like that on the drum set. But for this rarefied environment, that's a Richard Martinez. We need to stay calm down. You're doing great. You're up to like.
look, my hand is going all wanky, man. All wonky, man. It's just...
Well, that's why I'm having you do this, because I'm going to try to help some more. So just finish this off, prove to, hey, you're getting it out, right?
So what do you want me to do? The 7 hand, yeah?
Yeah. See if you can keep your left in palm down. It's not very fast. Not as fast as you think. Just play 7 in your left. Just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is really slow. That's all it is. Okay. You got the idea. Okay, now the other hand. We're playing the 7.
5, 6, 7.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Almost. I'm going to work with you on it. Because your right doesn't really probably know what it's doing, or it could probably teach the left.
It can't teach me. I'm telling you, it can't. Forget it. But you have to teach me. Forget it. Ignore my right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Put them together. You got this. It's really not very fast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Same hand. Now the right's going to start. Now the right's going to start. Right? Play the chart.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, it's going to end on the left. It starts on the right, ends on the right, or
Okay, so it's just a 7. That's fine. So
just showing you it's not very fast. It's really not that fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7.
3, 4,
4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe fast. 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and. Ooh. Count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, it's got to land on the other hand. Yeah, there you go.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, there you go.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah, now number 8. Going to land on the same hand.
7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just my left is so tense, honestly.
Keep going. We'll get there. That's why we're doing this.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Now we're good. Let's dissect this a little bit. This is a kind of a beautiful way to workshop
What's wrong? Yes.
The singles, right? It's a beautiful little chart, and it gives us the opportunity to start to recognize certain things. It was at a certain point that you started to, I think it was at around 7, where your left started to fail. Okay? The gig is that you were aware of it. I'm not saying you're not, but now you know exactly where it fails. Now it's
I know, yeah.
part of a scientific experiment, right? So there's some science going on here, right? Some physical activity that we're trying to master, right? And then we want to have, and then the complicated thing is, perhaps once you understand some of this, it's not so complicated, to bring emotion into play. So, so that we're actually really making music, where this is going. But this concept, Ralph, pardon me, concept, parts of this technique is that you really need to get this into your head. You don't have to, but it'd be a good idea. Is that, and you've heard it said, we're making music using motions. And perhaps I can help you avoid some of the pitfalls that help me, or did just the opposite? Or if it helped me, I guess it wouldn't be a pitfall. Some of the pitfalls that prohibited me from achieving said technical result. One of the things to really understand is that there is actual, real distinction between what are just, as far as I can say, I think, just 3 things. You have singles, which is a wrist turn. Okay, then you have rebounds or doubles.
And you have the throw.
Stay with me now, which is also a wrist turn. So what did I want to do? And it's not really invalid, because a double is a wrist turn, but a double involves other considerations. So it's a separate entity entirely. And yet it seems like, but I thought they could all blend. Well, they do. But it really helps to think of them as individual entities. So all you have to do is get, and we'll get there, is get the single together. Then all you have to do is learn about the wrist turn. Singles is really the fulcrum in the wrist. We have fulcrum retention, but we're not engaging the fulcrum. See, that's what makes rebounds different, because now we have to involve the fulcrum. And there are other considerations with regards to how the wrist turns and how the hand reacts with the stick laying in it, hopefully rocking over the fulcrum. Okay, so it's different, but it's still just a wrist turn. But they're different. I wanted to make them the same. Don't do that. I suggest not doing that. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe for some people. Don't do that. And then what you have is you have a single stroke. And that's completely different. But you want it to be the same because it's all a wrist turn. Big mistake. So you just have 3 entities that are all different. And then you'll suddenly become aware of the fact that they all work together perfectly. And you will find the connective points, because there are. How about the fact that they're all really a wrist turn? You'll start to really recognize that. But the way to get it is to consider each of those, and there's only 3. Forget the 7 basic strokes. 3 entities to consider. I'm making that. That's how we're going to look at it for now, because I think it will help. Okay. So right now we can just relax. And by the way, each one of those entities that you are successful at achieving will help the other entity. And at first you won't perhaps even know why, where it'll fascinate you to try to discover why. It's kind of cool, right? We talked about Merlin earlier. And so let's take a look at singles. I have a singles video. Maybe I haven't put it up yet. Maybe I'll put that up relative to this lesson, so you can check it out. And I'm doing in the video what I'm talking about. Okay, first of all, you weren't always coming to the floor, which, you know, every one of these entities, of the three entities, they have, we were talking about the things they have in common, even though they're separate, they all come to the floor, right? We want to learn to come to the floor. It's got to clunk down to the floor. There's a certain feeling again. There's a particular grip, which you weren't concentrating on, and I didn't ask you to. I'm going to talk about it now. We'll see if this thinking will help you improve, and we can measure it scientifically via the single strokes. Okay? So for doubles and rebounds, this kind of could work, but I'm not thinking of it the same. I'm thinking of the grip just slightly differently. Because I have fulcrum potential, but I'm not engaging the fulcrum in the hand, the middle finger. So it's that Richard Martinez thing, calls it like a, it's like a three-legged stool, right? It's a triumvirate. I'm calling it's the triumvirate grip. We really want to feel the thumb sending energy to that place right in between the first finger and second finger. When you land, you might feel it a little more in the middle finger, but essentially, and that's the video that I put up last night, always playing flat or landing, what did I call it? But the idea of the flatness. You'll see in my videos that you'll see flatness. So don't play yet. Okay, so what we're thinking about is this grip. We're thinking about the floor, but mostly we're thinking about turning our wrists. So there is a fulcrum, but let's keep it simple. We have this three-finger grip with the energy running out from the thumb to somewhere in between these two fingers. Okay, just go ahead and do that. Hold that stick. Both hands. See? See, because if you're really feeling this, and now we could feel, be careful, because we could feel this half turned over. It could still be a three-finger grip. But we want to feel a particular sensation. It's this three-finger grip, and the thumb sends the energy out to somewhere in between the first finger and the middle finger. The thumb can actually send energy towards the first finger, and then our fulcrum would perhaps end up first finger and thumb. Or the thumb can send energy, it's quite interesting, stay with me now, Rab. Or the thumb can send energy to the middle finger, which is more of what we're doing when we're playing rebounds, I believe, okay? So for singles, it's very precise. We're thinking of the thumb sending energy somewhere in between the two. So feel that. We want to feel the floor. We know we're going to need the floor. Well, go ahead and do that with me. Join me if you will. Got that, right? So go ahead and just turn your wrist pretty fast there. Just go on, go for it. Daga, 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 daga. Daga, 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 daga. Come on. Daga, 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 daga. I wanted to, my bad. Take it. Now what? What? Try this. See, because, and it feels, we talked about that, it feels like maybe there's no stick in your hand, but there is. So that doesn't always work. Bodies, you might not be able to fool yourself into believing, well, there's no stick in my hand because this has some weight, right? So what I want you to do is just do this. Can you do this in the air? See, because what you're, stop.
It's bad, man. I don't know what to say, man. I can't fix it, man. It's been like fucking 20 years, man. I still can't fix this crap.
Stop. Raph. That was perfect. That's not what you're doing when you play. No, you open now, or you're never, help yourself become available so that you can receive this message. So what your question, instead of, and I get it, but instead of, first of all, you didn't know you had it right. Because you haven't completely learned, trust me, you haven't completely learned to quiet your mind. Because you should have just said, what? What's happening? And I would have said, that's it. And you just said, what? It didn't feel any, so what do you, no, don't, so you're doing it now. You're blocking, don't block.
I will stay quiet, okay.
But, and and don't block, because you might be on the cusp of getting this. Okay, so pick up the sticks, stay with me. Because what you just did was really good. Okay, so I'm going to go back, so you slow up, you're bogging the lesson down. Don't bog the lesson down.
We've been here a million times, Kevin. Is this true?
Not here a million times, we're here now.
Okay.
All right. So, once again, we have this 3-finger grip. You're sending energy for the thumb. It's exactly what I'm feeling. Whatever this is, where this works, okay, and then we're in the air. Now concentrate on that little 3-finger grip thing. Come on, get it going. You kind of feel, just meditate on it. You feel the butt end kind of bumping into the palm?
With my right, yeah. With my left, I don't.
You don't, okay. You don't feel any of this?
With my right hand, I do. With my left, I don't, because
Go ahead and go change your position. Put your elbow down and copy me. Just put your elbow on the surface. Now you've got a 3-finger grip. Why are you holding the stick so tight?
Yeah, because if I don't, the grip is going to go all over the place.
Maybe, but this grip, if you maintain it, it won't. It won't. So we're going to hold with the 3-finger grip, and we're going to just slow it down. And just wave like this. Come on. No, I want you to come like this. I don't want to see the butt end come away. Don't open your fingers up. Just allow the butt end. See, if you're holding it too tight, it's friction. There's a lot of friction going on.
There is, I agree. Because like with this one, there isn't.
Yeah, but are you pulling your? I think you're pulling your fingers. That's it. That's not it either. No, that's it. Hey, so just stay with me. If you can get this, you'll have it. See, the stick goes. We're not trying to play a drum here, are we? It's a windshield wiper. We're just wiping the rain off so we can see, right? So how would you get that? See, if I hold the stick really now, hold the stick. This is going to help you with learning about the level of, because you're searching for, well, how tight do I hold it? Now that's going to answer this question. So you have this 3-finger grip, right? 4th and 5th don't get in the way. They're just hanging out. Okay. Now without changing, if you hold it really pretty loose and you don't do anything and you just lean back like that, what would happen? Take your fourth and fifth away just for a sec. You really feel it in that 3-finger grip. Take your fourth and fifth away. Splay them away. There. Keep them there just for a sec. Okay. Now we're just going to come back to neutral. It's not even touching my palm now. I'm not touching my palm. I don't know if I've ever really done this. This position and okay, no, don't keep fooling around. Stay with me. You actually felt that. You didn't have to open up your finger to do that. If you're holding loosely, the weight of the stick pushes against the middle finger. Do you feel it? Mm-hmm. You feel it, don't you? Wants to push. Looks like Louis in the video teaching, being taught by Murray. And now you're back here, and now you can. That's not what we're doing. But you see, okay. Now we're coming back to the middle, and it just kind of now it's not against the palm. No, copy me. Concentrate. Right. Why is not yours on the palm? It came away from the palm. Now I come to here. Mine still isn't touching the palm. No, it's not touching my palm.
Not touching the palm. Look, there's a gap there.
How far mine is. There should be, I think. I hold it like this. There you go. There you go. Now lean back. Thumb is right in between. There, really open, isn't it? There. Thumb is right in between the first. There you go. Feel the pendulum? Okay, now we're going this way. What's going to happen? Boom! It's on your palm. You're not feeling that. There, back. To the center. See both sides of the wrist turn? This way. Clunk. Come on. Clunk. Straight up. Oh, look, it's all the way wobbly. Kind of wobbly, but you know where it is, don't you? Now back. It's so relaxed, but it's really following your hand, isn't it? It goes like this, or your hand is following the stick. Come on, don't lose it. And then it goes this way, so it's away from the palm. Now it's got a clunk. It can't already be on the palm. Come on, feel the weight. Go forward. It's a little stress in here. Yeah, there you go. Now bring her back, other side, right to the center. Okay, there. I like the way it kind of wobbled. That's cool. Now back. I'm going to push against that finger. Feel the weight pushing. And we're there. And we're there. Come on, stay with me. And then we're there. Okay. There's not much arm because your arm is just, your elbow's on the pad. Come on, come back. Get both sides. Turn. Turn your wrist. Yeah. Don't do it with your fingers. Don't prove to me. And then we're middle. You don't have to pull your finger. No, you pulled your fingers. That's the subtlety of this. You have to have the patience, the depth of relaxation and meditation, okay? Because this is your hang-up. Maybe that's why you want to go into half turned over, because you're going to pull, and it's not going to work this way. Not the way you're doing it. Well, we can add thrust with our fingers. We're not there now. We're trying to feel nothingness right now, okay? So it's away from the palm. There you go. See, it's kind of loose, hanging straight down. Not against my palm. My baby finger, my middle ring finger are kind of on, and then it's going to collapse. And then we're going to catch your, come on, all the way back, turn your wrist. Good, pretty good. There you go. Don't move your arm. You moved your arm. This stays the same direction. Come on. Stay with me. See, I'm more straight. Look how straight this is. Get underneath with your elbow. There you go. Yeah. Now the stick is away from the palm. You don't need to do this. It's away from your palm. 3-finger grip. There it is. There. See, it's kind of dangling. Okay, now we're going back. Turn your wrist. Just happened by itself. Whatever happened to man, you didn't do it. Really good. Now you're not going to pull. This is where you want to pull, and the stick ends up against your palm. Yeah, you just turn back. It'll go right back to where it was. That's your hang-up. Come on. That's your nemesis. You didn't even know it until just now. Don't use the arm. It's just wrist. Really good. That, see, it's real open. It's not very much more closed. And then it closes. Clunk against the palm. It's kind of be open here. Don't pull with your. Okay. So now just do this. But you just do the. It's a little uncomfortable. Oh, maybe. Yeah, just do this. Come on, it'll swing all the way back, won't it? You're holding your fingers too tight. You're holding your finger. Oh, almost, almost. There it is. Don't do it with your fingers. Just hold them loose enough so you feel what you. There you go. There you go. Now it's loose, but in a controlled kind of way. Now, back over here. Now we're coming back here. Stay with me because you can get this. This can be gone. It's like, that's Dick Wilson. 15 minutes, 15 years or forever. Nowhere. Keep your pad where it is. I don't want you on your pad. I want you at the side here. Turn sideways. You can stay straight. And now you're playing over here next to it. Okay? I want you next to your leg. I don't want you to move. I want you to be like you're playing. You don't look lined up. Fix your pad. Face me. Come on. I want to help you here with this. Okay. All right, there you go. So now when you turn, it won't hit your leg, or you turn this way, so it will. I don't want it to hit your leg. Can you drop your arm? Will it hit your leg? Okay, so come on up. Okay, remember what you just feel? Don't stay right there. Okay, so now you're at the bottom of it. Here's where you are. We had this. Don't change anything. We had this. It's not where you are right now. We had this. Don't do anything. It's not where you are right now. Then it comes back to here. It's not where you are right now. Here's where you are right now. Clunk. That's where you are. Perfect. You have that 3-finger grip. So all you have to do is know you're going to go through these phases. It's going to roll. It's going to actually roll from here. It's going to roll up to that phase where it's just kind of away on the palm. Then it's going to roll back and maybe move a little more. Because why would you clutch the stick? That's like maybe a core thing, or that's some other technique. Yeah. And see, especially if you give it some momentum. Now remember, you don't use your arm. Remember, you didn't use your arm here. It was a pure wrist turn. Oh, come on. It's going to swing away, and you can't stop it at the top. You have to go one way, then the other. It's going to clunk onto your palm each time, not with your arm. Come on, get it going a little bit. Need a little more speed. It's nothing. Yeah, come on, clunk, clunk, lift it up, both there you. Come on, just keep feeling it move through those 3 fingers like that, with the middle finger sending energy directly in between. Now, you see how you're not trying to play a drum? You're waving the stick in the air, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep going. Go a little faster. Don't get tighter. You don't need to get tighter. What you'll do, what you want to get, Raph, watch. Once you start to feel this, it's going to move with your wrist. We don't want it so loose. Watch. Now it's too loose. It's not quite. There's a wonkiness. Here is wonkiness. I'm going in this direction, and yet the stick is still going in the other direction. Too wonky. You have to have perfect pressure so that this nice loose thing, but it's moving with the wrist. And I'm not trying to play a drum. I could play a drum back here. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're waving. It's that bye-bye. There you go. There. Now all you're going to do.
Yeah, but it's like going like this in circles. Look.
Pretty good. Now, see? Straight up and down. Straight up and down. Walk, up, 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 up. Yeah. No, just keep it loose. Just there you go. Come on. Feel it moving. Moving the middle finger as it pops up all the way to here. Remember this position? But you don't get to move it. Not bad. You're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting the wrist turn.
Look, the stick is doing some weird rotation.
No, it's fine right now. It's pretty good. It's the best wrist turn so far. It's this concept. Keep moving it like this. Up and down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down, down. Relaxing the arm. There you go. Come on. It's going to bump into the same place on the palm every time. Doesn't it? Which means it's not too wonky. Almost. Stay palm down. Just want that feeling. Okay, now just put your hand. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Now put your hand underneath. Okay, now take it away. Don't change your group. Don't change your motion. Now put your hand. Don't hurt yourself. Put your hand. Okay, don't change your motion. It just happens to be there. You don't turn. Here's how you play. Here's how you play. That's a wrist. The surface just happens to be in the way. Kind of
Yeah.
a Murray Spivackian thing. Didn't he say that?
But this surface doesn't have rebound. This one does have rebound, so it is different.
Well, that's why you can use that wonderful gesture, that pad you said. You see, but you don't need to. No, you don't need to. You're right. At one point, I might catch you doing this and using rebound, but stop. Put it away. Stay with me now. You're so close, man. And you want to running away from this thing. Don't. You're getting it. Yeah, you really are. Don't. Okay, you don't believe me. Okay, you're not getting it. Okay, we're doing this. I mean, you had no idea when we first started. You were doing this, and then I don't know what you do from there. Right, moving with the wrist. Right. Now go a little faster. Take the other stick. Put the other stick in your lap or wherever you need. There you go. Straight up and down. It bumps into that palm every time. Clunk, 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 clunk. That's all you're going to do now. Just happen to wave that stick over the surface. Just up above the. Well, let's see. Just up in here somewhere. Just wave it here. Wave it here. Just let it bump in. Just let it bump in. And take it away. Take it away. Now let it bump in. Just lower your forearm enough so it bumps in. Okay. The pad kind of stops. The pad kind of interrupts it from bouncing on bumping into the palm. There you go. Now take it away. Feel it bumping onto the butt end on the palm. Okay, now lower it. Let it touch. That's all it is. So you're not trying to play the pad. It just happens to be there. And you're just waving the stick like this. There you go. That's all that's happening. Watch. Get this going. There it is. And I stop there. Maybe in the center, right? That's the idea. Nice and relax. That's all it is. I feel the stick laying in my hand. That's the feeling you want here too. That's it. That's it. That's not how you've been playing. Now, why would you do that? If you went into half turned over, it would twist your grip. Everything would change. So we don't want to do that. That's what we want to do. There you go. You're not trying to play the drum. You're waving your wrists. There you go. Okay, now both hands waving over the surface. Oh, waving over the surface, don't play. I don't even know if you can feel that. I think your left might be better than your right. It's going to bump into the palm. Is it bumping into the palm on the left? Yeah, it is now. Look, remember you said it wasn't before? Now they're the same.
Because when it gets to speed, I stop losing. I lose that. That's the thing.
You haven't considered playing this way. You didn't have your left hand working so that the butt end was moving through the grip. There you go. A little faster. Come on. Come on. Hold that grip. Bum, 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 bum. The palm into the butt end into the palm. Bum, 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 bum. Come on. Wave it, wave it, wave it, wave it, wave it. Let it, come on. Left is maybe better than your right. Come on. Keep that right going. Turn, 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 turn. Both sides. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now let it touch the surface. Let it touch. There it is. There it is. Bring it away. Bring it away. Come on. Do you feel it in the left? That's it. Go on. Put it on the surface. There you go. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah, look how high you're turning. Look how powerful that is. Your grip's fine. I wish you'd have stopped at the floor so you could prove. Okay. Now, I know it's almost scary to get it. I don't know why. We feel so safe, but we always searching. There's plenty of other stuff to search for, trust me. Try writing some music, man. Let me hear you write a hit jazz standard. Plenty of space to travel. Okay, so metronome on at 40. Now you have a totally different conception of how to play singles. Go on, metronome at 40. So go ahead. You spent the whole lesson on singles, but that's cool. We'll get more in. Okay, I don't hear the click. You clicking? Cool. Now you're turning really high there. See, that's what other guys can't. Guys can get, and it's typical. Yeah, if you want to go faster, typically the gig is you stay low, right? How are you going to play crescendo stroke singles if you can't really turn? You were turning. Stick was like way up in the air. You didn't know that. You couldn't do that earlier today. Okay, look how nice your grip looks. Okay, so we're gonna play. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna play 5 in the air. I'm making this up. Come on, get close to the surface. Relax your arms. Let them hang by your side. Come on, you got to feel what I showed you. No, your stick's never leaving the palm. Means you're clutching or something. Are you clutching with the back fingers? You don't have the right grip, or the pressure is all. What do you call it, pressure? Come on. There you go. There it is. Center of the chamber. Come on. Don't have your sticks too far apart. You'll be playing on a dime. There you go. See, there it is. So you're not just trying to go down. You could put a drum on top. Okay, now lower that and play. There you go. Listen to your sound. Listen to your sound. Okay, now up in the air and play 5 end. Much better path. Go on. Come on. Your stick's glued into your left hand. Yeah, now you're feeling it. There you go. It's a little faster, so it should wave around, maybe have a more greater propensity to want to wave around a little bit. Go on, do it again. There you go. Come on, get it in time. If you want to count out loud, that wouldn't hurt.
4, 5 ends.
You don't have to do anything weird with your baby finger on the left. All you want to feel is the stick rolling through that grip. And on the surface, look how slow that is. Look how slow that. Look how open your sound is. When you go back and watch this video and you watched how you played before, how nice and open that is. Okay, now you're going to play 6. In the air, because you all right away, you got to get that feeling. Don't use your arms, it's wrist. Remember how it felt when your elbow was on your pad and you had less inclination to want to wave your arm around. Come on, the stick isn't moving in your left hand very much. You're just clutching it. Are you clutching it with your back fingers? Did you lose your 3-finger? There it is. You got the 3-finger grip back. You're feeling it. Feel how tiny that is. Feel how tiny that little 3-finger grip is. Feel the stick moving with your wrist, even though you're not clutching it. There you go. Put that on the surface. Look how slow. This is the one where you had problems. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you're in the wrong one. Sticks above the surface. Sticks above the surface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's not fast at all, is it? That's nothing. Now lower it down. 4, 4, 5, 6. Don't change anything. Just let it come in contact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look how slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, good. 6 hand in the air. 6 hand in the air. 6 hand in the air. Don't use your fingers to get it. Have the proper grip. There is a certain pressure or lack of pressure, depending on. Don't start using your fingers. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just have to feel that butt end moving a tiny bit. Not very much. And is it moving with the wrist in the left? I kind of think it is. Watching for those things. There you go. Don't rush. It's not that fast. Count out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There it is. See, when you finish, the butt end should be on the palm at the imaginary floor that isn't at the drum. It's different. Okay, you're at the floor there. Okay, that's going to swing free. Follow your wrist and be at the floor. At the floor. At the floor. Now lower it to a different floor. But just keep that going and touch the surface and stop. floor. Don't shake with your left thumb. You'll spoil the motion and it'll go wonky, which has been there, straight up and down. Just keep the thumb. That's the grip. There it is. Much more open sound, okay? Up in the air, 7. Up in the air, 7. Up in the air, 7. Stay as close to the surface as you can so that it's easier to lower. Now maintain that thumb in the left. So the stick is nothing. This is so, really, how simple this is. There it is. That's beautiful. There. I'm going to stop at the imaginary floor. Up in the air. There, almost. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Don't go lifting the stick up at the end. It just comes to wherever you stop, right? Always coming back to where the thing lands. There it is. Hit the floor. Don't. You lifted up the sticks. They're in the air. There, you're at the floor. See how nice and flat they are? Remember the idea of being flat? No, you're up in the air. Okay. It's a new motion for you. There it is. You're at the floor. Count out loud. No, you lift it up at the end. You don't lift up at the end. You don't go like this and then lift up. Why would you do that? You're just going to stop at the bottom. There it is. Now put that on the surface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is so slow. Look, there it is. Oh, it's too fast. You played 7 and. Okay, stop. Look, your palm down. Look at your grip. You're at the look. Just look down for it. Don't pull it away. Look at it. Be no. Okay, we have it on. You see, that's where it would stop. Where it did stop. Okay. All that other stuff, that's gone away. Your left is just as good as your right now, because your right wasn't thinking this way. It just had more of a propensity to feel that truth, right? But now we just uncovered. How come the right is, the butt end is coming away from the palm and not the left? We went like this, pretend this is the left. And first of all, you're clutching the stick here, where I just want it sitting in a grip. Right? Like the baseball guys that can keep the stick balanced. Remember that whole idea? Where I'd have you come up. I'd have you come up, and I'd say, okay, take the first finger and thumb off. And here's what you did the first lesson. Remember? Didn't fall down. You're not feeling the grip until today. See, if your grip is like this, and you're not clutching it to the palm with the middle finger, and you take your first finger and thumb away, we're back to that. You lost that. That wasn't part of your thinking with regards to singles. Now you understand that. So, how come my left is always like this? And then I do this, and then my baby finger goes like this, because you're not feeling this 3-finger grip without clutching, not clutching, and then when you tilt back, natural things happen. And then here's what you did. I got you to feel that. Here's what you did to get back to said original position. And that's how you were playing. You're actually playing that way. Stop playing that way. Play like this, so that when it tips back, there's some movement. But it's following the wrist, following the wrist, following. There it is. Boom. That's here would be the imaginary floor in this easy position. Okay. I'm going to do one more thing. Pull out. Because remember, I said we're not going to get into rebounds right now, right? Because you're just learning singles. We could, and we will, like in a minute. Like, I really need to get you playing roll strokes on the rebound. Had them on the wrist, but probably not very good because you didn't have any of this. Okay, now pull out the upstroke and downstroke, Spivack Percussion Studio. Now you can see, this isn't about speed. I'm getting compliments from, I think I can say this, checked out something like this. An incredible singer who was background singer for Ray Charles for years. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so we're looking at the upstroke, downstroke. And so that, not all of it, but now we're in another place, aren't we? See, not me. I'd want to like, okay, I've got this now. How's it, this is going to be just like that. I got to feel like, no, forget that. It works for singles. Okay? Now, put that aside, because that's only one of the three separate things. Kevin Crabb said 3 basic strokes. Okay? Now we're getting into the classic Spivack single stroke, which is the up to down. Right? So metronome on at 40, that's our, see, this isn't about speed. This is about concept. As you can see, once you got this, I should have mentioned, the reason I had you go to 7 on the Spivack single stroke exercise, because that's where it crashed, remember? It didn't crash at all this time, not at all. You could have gone up to 8, maybe faster. I can get that, I can get the single strokes up to, probably faster, but I can get it up to 56. I can play that exercise at least 56. Probably faster if I really practiced it, really worked on it a little more. You're not going to keep moving it up, but there is a certain limit to what the human body can do. So you're within now the realm of top flight speed on this planet. Okay. All right, so let's see you play 16th notes. Let me see this up and down stroke exercise. No. We're playing the 1 and 4/4. We're starting with the first one. I know I had you work on the 6/8 recently, 2 lessons ago, but just play. We're in 4/4, right? No. Just play the first one with the right hand downstroke forever. We have to take it apart, figure out what's going on. That's pretty good. Raph, not bad. See what we just worked on? Is connected to, for instance, this exercise, because the one hand, the left hand, is just doing a little turn. If you really analyze it, you'd find that it's exactly what we talked about just now. 3-finger grip, as I described, as though you're turning in the air. And you're not holding it so tight that the stick can't move, but you're not so loose that the stick doesn't move with the wrist. That's it. We're doing it. Okay? This is a big deal, because it seems like nothing, doesn't it? But if you put rebounds together with singles with this up and down stroke, you got it. It'll all work out. We'll play. You always have the bottom of the beat, see, because you're doing this. Right? And you'll have roll strokes really fast. It'll all come together. But you have to be patient enough to go through this, recognizing that this is the meat and potatoes. This is kind of like the faint and flam page, isn't it? Kind of. Right? We're not using flams, but we're making a perfect downstroke with an upstroke preceding it, and on the other hand is just going, and I have to do it with this hand, but basically just doing that. So it's going and you really want to get to the floor. See, so there is. Can you do this? There it is. Up. Good. There it is. There it is. So this is that fixed point in the universe, right? So even on the down, we don't want to see the bead come up. And it's not that easy to do. It takes some control. See, it's going to go to here. Go to here without lifting up the bead. No, you can't lift up the bead. You're making a throw. This is going to help your motion. So I'm just going to give you this. So as you go up, you have this 3-finger grip. You're going to feel the energy towards the first finger and thumb. Now you get to feel the first finger and thumb for a minute. Don't make too much of a big deal of it. So just come back to parallel. You're in your bottom position. You're in the clunk position. You're down here. Okay, so now you're just going to turn forward, and you'll feel it move to the first finger and thumb. Then we're going to come back and feel it go to the middle finger. Without bringing the bead up. Oh, almost. First finger and thumb, middle finger. Come on, smooth. So it's really from here on the way down. It's from here. Don't bring up the bead. You're throwing. Now throwing's easy. Come on, don't bring up the bead. Just get a note going down. Landing on the middle finger. There! There you go. Now stop. Stop at the bottom. There, stop. See how you have that shape that we talked about last lesson? See that shape? Okay. So this time you're going to, let's see. And then you're going to throw to get to that same position. Okay, so yeah, now just leave the bead down and make what is it's an up and down motion without a throw. Give me a note on the way down. Don't get the shank. I know it's a little tricky. You have to practice that, right? Kind of, it is a little bit like scooping. Scooping ice cream on the way down. That's a Richard Martinezism. Just remember, scoop the ice cream, but don't bring the bead up. There you go. Now this time, bring the bead up, but the arm and the wrist has to end up in that same down position. Come on. Do it once without it. Come on, leaving the bead down. There it is. This time, cock your wrist. Now you're going to cock and get that. Come on, a big cock. Come on, cock your wrist. There. Bam! Come on, you got to come all the way. No, you're not coming down now. Not quite as low as you were. Oh, there it is. Up. Add the other hand with that. Add the other hand with that. Come on, in between the Spivack exercise. Put the left hand in and keep that going. It's really good. Here's your 3-finger. Come on, don't go slamming with your. Come on, it's got to go up. Oh, you don't go pulling the bead up. Up. Oh, there it is. Come on, all the way down. There it is. Now the left. It's just making that simple little turn that we worked on earlier. Now do it the other way. Come on, stop. Very good, Raph. Now just give me an up and a down. Get that? There you go. Come on, smooth on the way down from in here. Oonk. Scooping ice cream. Thank you, Richard Martinez. Well, isn't it kind of? See? Ooh, come on, you can't bring the bead up. There it is. Come on, get it out. Okay, now you're going to cock the wrist. Big cock. Don't lose your grip. It's got to go first finger and thumb to the back finger. See? That grip is now really helping, isn't it? No, you don't go yanking it up on the way up. Go back to what it feels. Go back to what it feels like, taking it down where you don't yank the bead away. You're not yanking the bead away, are you? No, it stays right there. And you can get it up. Go on, down. Don't bring it up. Come on, make a note. See, the bead doesn't come up until you go down. Come on, make a note. Don't bring the bead up. Make a note. Scoop ice cream. There. See, the bead doesn't come up until your forearm goes down. That's what it's going to be like when you throw. You're just going to lift the bead up way more. It's going to be that, but more of a whack. No, don't change your timing. Right there is when you lift up. Right there. Right there it is. Come on, all the way down. There it is. Stop at the bottom. Feel that. There it is. 3-finger grip, so you can first nose forward and then back. Feel it in the middle finger when you land, can't you? Whether you're playing an up and down or an up to a throw. Don't go do it now. Don't get, there you go. Don't get into this. It's just this thing that you worked on until you're ready to feel, this. So on the way down, you don't feel shoving. You don't feel this of any sort. You feel turning. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Really cock your wrist. There you go. Now put the other hand with it. There, you got your 3-finger grip. It's not all freaked out. Okay, so you're going to go from, we're morphing this exercise into you going from up to a down without raising the bead. So you're scooping on the way down. And you're going to play that exercise like that. And then when you're ready, you're going to start throwing and not lose the timing of the motion. It's just a bigger wrist turn. Put the other hand with it. And when you're ready, really cock that left wrist. It should come right down to there. Don't bring it up too soon. Just now, analyze when the bead comes up when you don't throw. Go back to the other thing. It'll teach you. There, that's where you bring the bead up. See, forearm and the bead are in sync. Boom. Don't go turning. Okay, yeah, you get the idea. There, that would be like that. There, boom, boom. There you go. Okay, so you're going to bring this into we'll that, and then we have right. We have now. My left is a little not as familiar with, but what we're trying. We really want to get down. We really want to get back down to that position, right? Singles. Nope, there is connectivity. See? 2 up, 1 down. And then it starts to rebound. And look what's happening. Can you see what's happening? You see what's happening? Mm-hmm. Moving around this little tiny fulcrum as it's bouncing and going up and moving around the stick. That's why this little fulcrum is so important, or you can't do that. Try clutching the stick. It won't work. It has to be free, just like you learned the freedom here today. It has to be free. See it moving around the fulcrum? See it? Right here. Right there. All the stuff we're talking about will all come into play. And you will become the god of the UK. Yep. Sting will be calling. Right? flock of seagulls. I don't know. I'm trying to think of UK bands.
Beatles, not the best example.
Well, Ringo might need a sub. All right, so very good. Honor what may seem somehow not entirely pertinent, and recognize that it is entirely pertinent, right? The subtlety, as Dick Wilson would say over and over, is everything. Keep the regular wrist turn single separate from rebounds, which is still a wrist turn, separate from single strokes. Think of them separately, and the similarities will become obvious. Okay, it's really good today. See you in a minute.